Hello class, this is Mrs. Tenga. I'm sorry I'm not there with you today. I had to go to Orlando for a meeting. So Mr. Borges will be the one that will be taking care of you today in class. And yeah, so this video, I'm making it to make sure that you know the instructions of the work that is assigned to you today. You are going to be calculating the average atomic mass of an element called candium. All right, candium is really not in the periodic table. Cadmium is, but not candium. All right, and you'll understand why it's called candium, why we call it candium. All right, so candium has 3 isotopes. All right, let me show you their isotopes. Scandium, eminemium, and deuterium. So now I hope you understand why we call it candium. All right. So for this lab, what we're going to do is you are going to be calculating the average atomic mass as you have these 3 isotopes for candium. Okay. So as you can see, there are differences in them. Okay. But we're just going to focus on the number of atoms, which is the number of candy, and you are going to be looking at the mass. Okay. So when you get your worksheet, it looks like this. You got pre-lab questions and all that. All right, so what you need to do is make sure you follow the instructions. When you're ready, you can ask Mr. Borges for the materials that you need. Okay, so before we get there, let's give you some instructions on what to do. So the question is, how do I find the average atomic mass of candium by looking at all the 3 isotopes of it that we have? All right, so when you look at the bags, you will see that there's a weight over there. So these ones are what we call the total mass of the atoms. Okay, so you'll see it right there. It depends on what bag you get. All right, so all you need to do is that number, you enter that on your worksheet right here where it says total mass of atoms. Okay, so when you look at deuterium, there's a mass right there on the paper. All you need to do is enter that on that section. So you're going to do that for each one: deuterium, eminemium, and scandium. Okay. As for the total number of atoms, what you need to do is you need to remove each candy from the bag, and you're going to count them individually. All right. Once you count them individually, you're going to enter them right here where it says total number of atoms. Okay, so for the first 2 right here, you don't really need to go and calculate anything, but from average mass downwards, yes, you have to do your calculations. So when we say you have to do your calculations on your worksheet, you have to show your calculations. I'm not going to accept just answers. I need to make sure you know how you got it, and so you have to write down your calculations and make sure that you include the right unit. So you'll be asking, okay, how do I calculate it? If you look at the second page right here, there are the formulas for each of the boxes. Okay, obviously the numbers you're going to plug in would be different depending on the isotope that you're going to be looking at. All right, but that's about it. Yep. So here, as you can see, you have 2 X's. That means you don't find those. This last one is actually the total. So all you need to do is add across. Okay, you're gonna add across the same thing in the bottom. All right, so your main goal is by finding all of the information right here on this chart that you are going to fill in based on your calculations, you are going to eventually find the average atomic mass of candium. Okay, where we have 3 isotopes. All right, and so you have some pre-lab and you have some post-lab. Make sure you answer those, and yeah, make sure you get your work done. As for the 3 isotopes of candium, you can only eat this guy. Okay, only deuterium. So you can only eat that after you're done with your lab. This 2, I'm not gonna let you, because COVID safety protocols, you guys are touching it, and I don't want people to be sick because everybody's touching it. So make sure you put this back in the bag and give it back to Mr. Borges, because you don't really need to eat that because you already touched it. All right, And after you're done with your lab, you can submit that on paper or on Blackboard and then do your review sheet. Your review sheets are on Blackboard. I place it under the assignment. It's going to say Module 3 review sheet. For students who are online, when you do watch this video, please make sure you message me. That way I can give you your information and I can give you all of the details and the data of your M&Ms. Okay, so make sure you stay on your tables where you are assigned. Mr. Borges has a copy of the seating arrangement, so he knows where people are supposed to sit. Sit with your group. All right, sit with your group and make sure you do your work. There's supposed to be 6 teams or 6 groups in the class, so make sure you follow through depending on where you are sitting. Okay, all right, so I think that's it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, well, I'm gonna try to answer your questions. Probably not gonna happen because I'm gonna be in the meeting from 12 to 6 p.m. tomorrow. So yeah, that's about it. So make sure you stay on task. Give Mr. Borges your respect as you would give me. All right, make sure you get your work done. No cell phones still. All right, I will ask Mr. Borges to go and get the cell phones if he sees them. If you need calculators, go use a calculator. You're supposed to have one anyway. All right, well, I'll see you guys around school on Friday and I'll see you in class on Tuesday. All right, have a good day. Bye.